Hello, Steve. What's up?
You gotta clear out of here fast. There's a posse coming to take you in for the Northfield job.
The Northfield job? I didn't know about it until I got this paper. Would they let a man be honest?
Not if the man is Jesse James.
Thanks for the warning, Steve. I'll be on my way.
I'm riding with you.
Now, don't be a fool, kid.
Maybe I'd better tell you, Jesse. The bandit they killed at Northfield was my dad.
Your dad? Poor old Fred. Guess you and I'll have to make a new start together, Steve.
Where are we headed?
Does it make any difference?
No. Let's go.
We've got to keep moving. The law has a long reach.
Where do you reckon we are?
Peaceful Valley, Tennessee should be somewhere over that range of hills. We'll stop the next farmhouse and find out where we are. Don't forget your new name. You're Steve Long.
Right. And you're Mr. J.C. Howard. I ain't likely to forget as long as the law's at our heels.
Howdy, miss. Sorry to disturb you. We're kind of off the track and wanted to get some information about the roads to the south.
My dad can help you. Water your horses around the side of the house and come on in.
Thank you, miss.
Who is it, ma'am?
A couple of strangers, Dad, wanting information about the roads. I told them to water their horses and come on in and talk to you.
You think I better change, too?
Come in, gentlemen. I'm Ann Bolton.
How do, Miss Ann?
This is my father, Mr. Bolton. Mr.
Howard's the name.
How do you do?
This is my pal, Steve Long.
How do you do, sir?
Glad to know you, gentlemen. I'm sorry I can't get up, but some of those black-hearted raiders we hear...
Don't go into that now, Dad. Mr. Howard wants to know about the roads.
Just where do you want to get to, Howard?
Well, I don't know exactly, Mr. Bolton. Steve and I aim to buy a farm somewhere to the south of here.
The further you get from this section, the better you'll be. But the best way is to go right out of... Those black raiders, they're coming again.
There's a sharpshooter in there.
Well, that's two for you, and I ain't hit a that blame thing.
You're hurt.
Not bad.
Get out of here, man. I've had enough. too late to catch him, Steve. You better go in the house and take care of that arm.
I'll go with him.
No, you'd better come with me to see if we can identify any of the men that have been shot. Also, I'd like to catch that blaze-faced horse. He may be useful.
Son, you'll be as good as new in a couple of days.
Daddy, the dead men were all strangers to me.
Well, that bears out my idea. But those raiders don't belong around these parts. And likely enough, it was Jesse James and his gang.
That ain't possible.
How do you know that, Steve?
Well, I don't know, of course. It's just my opinion.
He does know, Miss Bolton. Because I happen to be Jesse James. Oh, not Steve. The only law he ever broke was helping me get out of Missouri. But as Steve said, I haven't done all the things that I'm blamed for. We shouldn't have stopped here with all this notoriety.
Shouldn't have stopped? Why, Ann and I'd be dead pigeons right now, with the roof burning over our heads if you hadn't.
Well, then I'm glad we did.
And what's more, you're welcome to stay here as long as you like.
Thanks, Mr. Bolton.
Good. That's settled. Now we'll eat. And then I'm going to go into town and see if that new mowing machine we ordered came in on the boat this morning.
That's a good idea.
I'll ride in with you.
You'd better stay here, Steve. I'd like to go along to see if we can find out who owns that raider's horse. It may give us a clue to the meaning of these attacks.
Hear anything of Lawton?
No, not a word.
Should have got back by now. Listen to this. Our geologist says a recheck of the Peaceful Valley survey verifies our first findings in every respect. There is no doubt that an extensive pool of oil lies under the whole region.
Well, are you sure that none of those farmers know anything about this?
Absolutely. Very few people realize the potential value of oil. That's why we've got to get possession of those farms before they learn. And we've only got to reach out our hands. Well, Lawton, is the Bolton job done?
No, we were driven off.
By a cripple and a girl?
Oh, wait a minute. There were others there and some dead shots, too. Only lost 3 men and my horse.
I'm not interested in lost men and horses. The Bolton place is in the heart of the oil lands, and we've got to have it.
All right. I'll just have to raid it with more men.
Now, wait a minute. I've got a better plan than that. Captain Flint is going to dock his boat to Dixie Belle sometime today and take on a load of explosives.
Explosives? What for?
Flint's going to run his steamboat head-on into the levee and flood every farm in Peaceful Valley.
You're liable to drown some folks, ain't you, Chief?
I can't be worrying about that. Get down to the boat landing and give Flint a hand with those explosives.
Okay.
Hello, Clem.
Howdy, ma'am.
Clem, this is Mr. Howard.
How are you? Sure glad to know you.
You know most of the horses around here. Who owns that one?